What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a super exciting Liverpool transfer news video. It looks like Liverpool are making moves to assemble a top-class, world-class setup for next season because we are in talks with Michael Edwards. This is coming from Paul Joyce, literally the most reliable journalist when it comes to Liverpool stories, and he published an article in the Times newspaper, which is also a very reliable newspaper, that Michael Edwards has held face-to-face talks with Liverpool's owners. He could be the head of football operations, the guy above the sporting director, and we are also in talks with Richard Hughes, the sporting director of Bournemouth, who confirmed that he's leaving Bournemouth at the end of the season and he already knows his next job. And also we will have breaking news about Xabi Alonso and his talks with Liverpool as well, so lots of new information to unpack in this video. So if you are new around here on my channel, welcome! This is a channel where I cover Liverpool FC news, and also I upload FC24 career mode videos, and I cover the Premier League, the Champions League, and I report on sometimes other clubs if there is major news as well. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe, and if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So the meeting took place in Boston last weekend, where the Liverpool owners John Henry and Tom Werner met with Michael Edwards, and they are attempting to persuade him to return to Liverpool and help oversee the post-Jurgen Klopp era. Edwards was speaking to John Henry and Mike Gordon face to face. The talks are a significant development given that Edwards had previously turned down an approach from Liverpool. It is unclear at this stage exactly what pitch Henry and Gordon made to Edwards, who spent a decade at Liverpool between 2012 and 2022. And I think we can all agree that that decade was probably Liverpool's most successful, especially the last 5 years of that decade under Jurgen Klopp's guidance. And the role would be above his previous job as sporting director, as I said in the first part of this video. Edwards has attended the Business of Football Summit in London at the end of last week. Fabrizio Romano also reported that conversations between Liverpool and Michael Edwards continue. Richard Hughes also remains a strong candidate on Liverpool's list as part of the new structure in case Edwards will accept the job. The clarity on whether Edwards will be tempted to return to Liverpool is expected soon, because these talks started around 10 days ago, with Liverpool looking to make progress in building a structure that will ensure the next manager at Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's successor, has the best chance of maintaining Liverpool's success, of maintaining Liverpool in the title race and in the latter stages of the Champions League every year. If Edwards returns, he would then select the next sporting director. He has a high regard for Richard Hughes, who has announced that he will leave at the end of the season as Bournemouth's technical director. Xabi Alonso remains a leading candidate for the manager position, Paul Joyce also reported, although there is interest in him, of course, from Bayern Munich. Bayern's interest is very public because they have a lot of journalists in Germany reporting on this, but of course Liverpool want to respect Bayer Leverkusen's season and Xabi Alonso's season. They don't want to start the rumor mill circling every week. And the Sporting Club de Portugal's head coach Ruben Amorim is also being considered as the next Liverpool manager, Paul Joyce is reporting. Xabi Alonso remains the favorite to replace Jurgen Klopp. That's what Chris Bascombe reported. Liverpool will have contingency plans in the unlikely event that Alonso rejects the chance to meet FSG officials, but we will probably wait a few weeks until Leverkusen are mathematically champions of the Bundesliga. Despite the noise surrounding alternative candidates, the preferred option has always been Bayer Leverkusen's Xabi Alonso, Chris Bascombe continues. From the the outset, the club has sought to be respectful of Alonso and Leverkusen's current ambitions, in the knowledge that Xabi Alonso is fully aware that he is on FSG's radar and he is Liverpool's number one choice, and conversations can be held as and when all parties deem it most appropriate. And I love that Liverpool are respectful to Bayer Leverkusen's season and to Xabi Alonso himself, because we need to do this the right way. Liverpool are a club who have so much history, so much tradition, and so many things that Liverpool have done the right way. Of course, we made mistakes in our history, and we made mistakes with the current owners. They made mistakes as well, but humans made mistakes, and what's most important is that Liverpool remain a respectful club who do things the right way. And Bayern Munich are making a lot of noise in the title race, regarding Xabi Alonso, and hopefully Xabi Alonso and Leverkusen will see that as quite disrespectful, because it's really under the belt to start these rumors in the middle of the title race when it is coming from Bayer Leverkusen's direct title rivals, Bayern Munich. Let me know, how do you see that? Do you think that's an issue, a big issue, or do you think that's just how football goes, that the bigger fish, like the bigger clubs, can always prey on the smaller clubs? And then in Germany, sadly, Bayern Munich have been doing this for decades. The Guardian newspaper is reporting that Michael Edwards would be expected to head the recruitment and analytics departments at Liverpool. He would lead the appointments of any new sporting director, and Liverpool's manager, with Xabi Alonso the front runner to succeed Jurgen Klopp. And what is very important is that Liverpool want a coach, a manager who can be successful while also forging a similar powerful and emotional union and emotional connection and powerful connection between the fans, the staff, the players, and of course the manager as well. Xabi Alonso is the leading candidate for the Liverpool manager's job, but Liverpool wishes to respect his attempts to win the Bundesliga with Leverkusen, unlike Bayern Munich, rather than enter a public courtship of their popular former midfielder Xabi Alonso. Of course, Xabi Alonso is acutely aware of Liverpool's interest, and that means Xabi Alonso has internet access. Wow, what a revelation. We all knew that Xabi Alonso would know that Liverpool are interested in him, because since Jurgen Klopp announced that he's stepping down as Liverpool manager, that has been going around the media, non-stop. And also, the first time in Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool history, he used the word retire from Liverpool. When he was asked about, any Sparta Prague players that he would be interested to sign for Liverpool, he said, you know what, I'm retiring from Liverpool at the end of the season, so do you want me to take any of the Sparta players on holiday with me? That was absolutely hilarious, and he was of course joking and smiling and laughing while saying this, so it was not the smartest question from the journalist. But also it was interesting that he said retire from Liverpool, so he didn't say retire altogether, but retire from Liverpool, and he will take a 1-year break, and after that he will see whether he wants to still manage or stay retired. The thing is that financially he's set for life, his family is set for life, his kids, probably his grandkids, are set for life. If Jurgen Klopp manages his money wisely, and I'm sure he does, then they can live without Jurgen Klopp having to work another day in his life after this Liverpool job. So I wish him all the best in his retirement, but it was heartbreaking to hear this word, retire from Liverpool, from Jurgen Klopp's mouth. It's really starting to hit home that every week that goes by, we are getting closer and closer to the final day of Jurgen Klopp's tenure at Liverpool, and what a legendary manager he has been, what a legendary season he's having at Liverpool. Many legendary seasons that he has had, and hopefully Liverpool will build a statue for Jurgen Klopp outside Anfield, just like Bill Shankly got a statue, and I think Jurgen Klopp deserves it. Hopefully that happens in his lifetime. So Michael Edwards is considering returning to Liverpool because he is offered a much more influential position than just sporting director. He wouldn't want to come back to the same role that he held at Liverpool for 10 years. He also could be the head of football operations, where he would have a much broader, much bigger control over recruitment and data analytics departments. In such a role, he would of course oversee these departments and play a crucial role in appointing a new sporting director, and Liverpool's manager Xabi Alonso being the front runner to succeed Jurgen Klopp. FSG's continuous and persistent effort to rehire Michael Edwards really underscores their belief that they think Michael Edwards could be a key figure in shaping Liverpool's future. The search for a permanent sporting director has intensified since Julian Ward's unexpected departure. We got like an interim sporting director in Jörg Schmatke, who of course had a personal relationship with Jurgen Klopp, but that was just a temporary solution, and we need a permanent sporting director, and Richard Hughes could be the leading candidate. I already made a video on him earlier this week, so make sure to check it out on my channel if you haven't already. And the new sporting director will have a huge task, an even bigger task than before, because he needs to oversee one of the most crucial periods in Liverpool's recent history, the transition from Jurgen Klopp's era to hopefully the Xabi Alonso, whoever the next manager is. So the next managerial era at Liverpool. Alonso is the leading candidate for this role, but there are of course other candidates. Ruben Amorim probably is number 2. Whoever comes next, Roberto De Zerbi, Julian Nagelsmann and others, but I really don't want anybody else but Xabi Alonso, to be totally and perfectly honest with you guys. And Bayer Leverkusen rescued the draw against Karabakh in the 92nd minute. They were 2-0 down until the 68th minute. Florian Wirtz came on, he chipped the keeper, and then Patrick Schick scored a 92nd minute equalizer to rescue a draw. And that is significant because not only do Bayer Leverkusen only have to win by 1 goal in the second leg to go through, they maintain their unbeaten season. Now 35 games and counting that Bayer Leverkusen are unbeaten, and that is an absolutely staggering statistic. But I can also bring you guys another staggering statistic about Kevin Kelleher, who is turning into a world-class goalkeeper and a huge contributor to Liverpool's magnificent, marvelous season. He faced 30 shots. 30, not 13, 30 shots since Alisson got injured 6 games ago, and he made 27 saves from those 30 shots. So he literally saved 90% of the shots, and also he saved 18 of those 30 shots inside the 18-yard box. He only conceded 3 goals in these 6 games. He faced 8.6 expected goals on target ratio, so he prevented pretty much like 6 goals. That's 0.93 goals per game prevented on average, which is absolutely staggering. 9 out of 11 opposition big chances on target was saved by Kelleher. Absolutely astonishing numbers, so I must clap Kevin Kelleher. He has been marvelous, magnificent, and I hope that long may it continue, and hopefully we will keep Kelleher next season as well. And I'm already looking forward to the Liverpool-Manchester City big title race showdown match on a Sunday. That is going to be a blockbuster. And thankfully Konate, it looks like his injury is not serious. He might miss the Man City game, but he said to Jurgen Klopp, if I make one more sprint, then my muscle could be gone, or because it was he just felt a tight muscle. So as a precaution, he got substituted. Probably Jurgen Klopp should have substituted him at half-time, but Joe Gomez was substituted for Conor Bradley as a precaution, as a rotation, so Gomez wasn't injured, Darwin Núñez wasn't injured, but they all felt the intensity of the game. Harvey Elliott also was absolutely shattered after the game, but Harvey Elliott is the first player in a long time to get a hat-trick of assists in the Europa League. And also we have the Opta model, which shows how well Liverpool have done to close the gap on Manchester City, because at the start of the season Man City were like 85% favorites for the title, and then Liverpool were like 5% or 4% favorites for the title. So everybody else had an outside chance apart from Manchester City. But now Man City have a 51% chance, Liverpool 36% or 35.5%, and Arsenal have a 15% chance to win the title. But Liverpool could actually probably become favorites if we beat Manchester City, because after Liverpool, Man City have to play Arsenal and Aston Villa. Hopefully they will drop points in one of those games. I expect Man City to beat Aston Villa at home, but maybe Arsenal can get a draw at the Etihad. That would be literally the perfect result for us. Liverpool's main positives are that we play Man City at home while Salah, Nunez and Szoboszlai are all back, fit for that game, and that is, I think, crucial. Hopefully the defense can be patched up, but if Konate can't play, I would trust Joe Gomez to play alongside Van Dijk, Conor Bradley on the right, Robertson on the left, and I would instruct Robertson not to bump forward at any given opportunity to high press the Man City midfield, because he sometimes aimlessly runs out from his defensive position and high presses teams or players, and then teams play around Robertson. So hopefully Robertson will be more defensively disciplined against Manchester City. But I think if our defense can be, decent, then we have a great chance, because Darwin Nunez against the high line of Man City and Salah as well will be devastating. So I'm really looking forward to the game. Man City are not as defensively solid as they were last season, so I think they can be got at, they can be beaten. Hopefully Liverpool can do the business against them on Sunday. Really looking forward to that game already. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.